Our response is not responding. How are we doing? Good evening, church. How are we doing? All right, please spare me a minute. So yes, if you agree with me, all the way from since when they started the beauty pageant to appoint Miss Nigeria, so many beautiful ladies has been emerging the winner, the most beautiful lady in Nigeria, the most this, the most that. Do you want to agree with me that those ladies are actually the most beautiful in Nigeria? I need responses. Do you want to agree with me that they are the most beautiful ladies in Nigeria? Are there more beautiful ladies? Okay, so why are they not recognized as the most beautiful? Why? Can I get anybody give me a reason? Anyone? Anybody? Nobody wants to talk. Does anybody want to talk? I'm going to give some. Who wants to talk? Okay, please, just 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Okay, I feel because they did not position themselves, or they are not in the place they're supposed to be at the time for them to be, visible so they can see them and all of that.
Let's put our hands together for her. So basically, they did not reposition themselves. They didn't reposition themselves. That's why they did not see them. I mean, if we had, appointed some ladies in Razak to go for that context, come on. If we all gather and nominate Mama to go for the Miss Nigeria contest, she's going to win. We have Mehitabel. We have Ruth. I mean, many beautiful ladies in the church. So basically, repositioning. Repositioning comes when your brand is already in existence, but it is not gaining the traction it's supposed to get. So that is when you would need to reposition so that you can gain visibility. So basically tonight, that is what we would be discussing. And we have 3 great personalities in the house who are going to be riding us through the process of this discussion. So as I call them, I would like you with rounds of applause, however loud you can do that clap to help me welcome them. Ladies and gentlemen of RCCG NAYC, Igbo Ojo, Lagos. Put your hands together with me as we make warm welcome the #1 jury dealer in Nigeria, in Africa, the overall best, in person of the CEO of Tyler Brand, Ifeoluwa Adeyemi Ojo. Ojo, she was telling me Ojo. I mean, I'm married, so call my husband's name. All right, put your hands together for her. Also, we would be having, beside every successful married woman, there is a husband. So I know on the flyer you saw Miles Autos, the CEO of Miles Autos, but for some unforeseen circumstances, he isn't going to be with us on this panel session tonight. So we'll be calling the amiable husband of our CEO to come on he's a renowned dealer in music instruments. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Mr. Ojoda Milola Victor. All right, if you have been clapping very well before, I would need your clap to go louder now because we are calling the best of the best. She's been a very great sales representative professional in the pharmaceutical space. Ladies and gentlemen, the amiable wife of our leader, Mrs. Funsho Jemi. All right, ushers, please help me with mics for them. Thank you so much. So good evening, church, once again. We have our beautiful CEOs and professionals in the house. We have people in the 9 to 5 career on this panel. We also have an independent business dealers. We have CEO on this panel. So what we're discussing basically this evening is how you can reposition your brand to gain visibility so that you would have competitive edge. Please help us with 2 more mics. 2 more mics. Thank you. How you can reposition your brand so that it gains visibility for you to have competitive edge against your competitors. So I'm going to be starting the first talk with the CEO of Tyra Brand. There are so many persons seated in the congregation today who believe that they carry something that is as great as what a lot of people are doing already. But many people have always said that they probably need to do a 9 to 5 job first so that they can raise capital to sponsor their dreams, to sponsor their brand. And you are just here, you know, you've never taken up a 9 to 5 job, and your brand is making waves already in the jewelry industry. I would like you to please tell us how you've been doing it, just a brief story of how you've done it, the things you know, in highlights, in points, so that people who are seated here can also know that, oh, in as much as some persons might need to do 9 to 5 to raise money to fund their dreams, there is also a way to go about it for you to do that, to gain visibility and traction in your respective industry. Thank you.
All right. Good evening, everybody. So I run the brand, the Tyra Brand, on Instagram, where we online. Not limited to just Instagram alone, where we provide solutions for fashion lovers, jewelry and accessories. So I started my business when I was in 200 level in the university. I attended University of Ilorin, so because I was tired of always calling home for money, and at that time things were not so rosy at home. So my elder sister, who was in the business already, I just told her that, okay, she was like, why don't you just start, you know, just start, you return the capital and whatever you have on it is yours. And so I started the brand, and it was not so easy. I failed so many times. There's a slide on my Instagram, on my page, where it talks about the Tyra Brand story. I failed woefully, so it's not usually easy when you start for someone like me, who it was my first time doing business. So, but I started, and since we're talking about visibility, let me just go that way. So I started with going from person to person, and wherever I see students being under the tree in their different faculty, I'll just walk up to them, hi, my name is Ifeoluwa. As at that time, I didn't even have a business name. I just wanted to make money. Let me just stop calling home. So I just said, my name is Ife. I sell jewelry. So this is what I sell. This is what I sell. And like that. So when I saw that, okay, this business is growing bit by bit, and I fell in love with the business. I saw that even at that time, at the time I fell in love with it, it was not really yielding so much. But I saw that if I put more energy, more effort into what I'm doing right now, it's going to yield. So as time went on, 200 to 400 level, I was still doing the business. I'm like, okay, you know what? Why not just let us rebrand the business? And I came up with the acronym of my names, which is Tyra, Tyra. It's an acronym of all my names put together, and then Tyra Brand. So for somebody who is looking for capital, like I'd say that it is not all business that requires having so much money. If I didn't have my sister, for example, who was in the business already, the jewelry business is a very lucrative one where you don't really need so much money to go into it. Yeah, that's a little bit about my brand story.
All right, thank you so much. As you were speaking, you spoke about you going around.
Yeah.
That's determination. Yeah, that's determination, and that takes a lot of courage for you to be that determined. You know, you're a student, and you didn't even mind people turning you down. So were there times that you had those kind of difficulties of rejection from the people you were going to? How did you manage it? It takes a lot of emotional intelligence and stability.
Okay.
So I want you to speak about that, because when it comes to, you know, your brand gaining visibility, there's going to be some moments of you being so timid about the thing you carry. And even when you get out there, people might not accept you immediately. So you need to be resilient with your emotions, showing up always. So I want you to tell us, how did you do this part?
Okay, so that part, of course, you'd get times, there were so many times where I woke up to somebody and I'm all smiling and cheerful, and I woke up to you like, no, 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 no. You know, my gender with our attitude. Please, please, please. She doesn't even need to talk. From her face, you can tell that if you come near me, like, something like that. So, my dear, I didn't really mind. I needed money. You know, if you have been so broke in school, you know what I'm talking about. So I would just, okay, I know you don't want to listen to me right now. Can I just have your number? You know, you don't want me to talk to you, so you just do anything to discard me at that moment. So you don't have any choice but to, and then I have this aura, I have this leverage. Like I will just smile when you just see me and you just see me smile, you just want to give me the audience, even if you're not interested in anything I want to say. So I will just say, hi, good afternoon. In fact, as soon as I see that you're not so interested in what I have to say, I'll just rush my words faster. Hi, my name is Ife. Hi, don't worry, just give me your number. Let me just save your number on my status, and then you will see from there we'll be friends. And then they will say, okay. Because then I didn't really know much about Instagram. I didn't know much about social media, whatnot. I just wanted to have people's number so that when I upload on my status, they can see it. And that was it. I had so many times that I was dejected and rejected by people, but then I kept on keeping on. I didn't stop. Thank you.
All right, please, let's put our hands together for her. One thing I have observed about you is that you are multifaceted. You write, you speak, you sing, you have business ideas, so many qualities in a person. And I want to seize the opportunity to say so many persons who are multi-talented today, it could be that they have a pioneering call. Pioneering call. That is, you're going to step out to start something. So it's a means for you to first be the one in all the departments of what you are doing. So a lot of people might need to pay attention to that. Because now, your brand is still growing to where you're going to employ social media managers, content creators. It's not going to be you doing all of that again. But because currently you have all of those talents in you, and now as you are starting to help your brand gain visibility, you have to utilize your potentials to push it forward. So I would really like us to take note of that also. You might be a multi-talented person. It could be that the reason for that is for you to channel all of those abilities to push one major thing in your life forward to gain visibility. So you moving from people to people, in a way, you are the CEO and you're also a sales rep. And when you were speaking, I could see Mama's gestures. She could relate so much, probably because she's also into sales. So Mama, I would like you to put light to that. In the bid for us, pushing our brand forward to gain visibility, we get a lot of rejections. I mean, you've sold thousands of pharmaceutical products across states to different companies. You've gotten awards in this industry, in this sector. So please, from your wealth of knowledge, can you just speak around that?
Okay, thank you so much for that question once again. When I was looking at the word visible, I was like, okay, visible is being able to see and be seen. Your ability to see and you are being seen. So I was just looking at it. I was like, okay, it's not like an entrepreneur, but then either ways I sell something. The truth about selling something is you have to put yourself right there on the faces of the people. I tell you, no matter how close to them, they tend to forget you. You don't know. They tend to forget that you're selling that thing. You just say, I just bought it for some. I was like, but I called you some weeks ago. They say, that's the truth. Do you know, okay, today I went somewhere. I went to Agbara and I went to a customer's place. I've been calling this customer since last month, June. Alpha, do you need this product? He said, no, I still get stock. Do you need this? I was like, even if you still have stock, since, okay, I moved to this new division last month. Even if they supplied you since last month, this month you should have restocked. How far do you have this product? He said, I still called him last week. Do you know I got to his store? I said, let me see what will happen today. By the time I get to your store. I got there and lo and behold, the order he gave me, it was so much. And the next thing I asked him, Alga, but you say you still have stock, so if I don't come now, so you could just say you still get stock. So that's just the truth. The truth is, there are times that you just have to be rugged about this thing. Just go and meet them. If don't see, in as much as you're calling them, you're sending them. Sometimes some people you call them, you send them message. You think in your mind you are the only one they are thinking about. It will shock you, sincerely. It will shock you to know that what you are selling is very competitive. So if they don't get from you, they can always get from someone else. So always, either ways, go there, call them, send a reminder, send a message or do something. I was telling someone, one of our entrepreneurs in this church, I said, it's been a while I saw, because I'm always seeing your adverts, your content. I said, what's up? Is it that she said she went somewhere? I said, I just noticed that it's been a while I've seen your content. And these things, one way or the other, goes a long way. When you go quiet, people go quiet on your product. People buy it because they just feel, okay, I need this. They can always make do. There are so many other things that they will buy if they don't buy your own. So when you one way go quiet, people go quiet too. So you are the one losing the sales. So don't go quiet on whatever you sell. Keep coming with it every day. Don't think that I sold last week. Pick another setup. If this ones don't buy this week, these ones will buy. If these ones don't buy, these ones will buy. So keep coming and keep making a noise about it. That's visibility. Thank you so much.
From your illustration, I now see why production companies use people like they want to drain their blood. Because our products must always be in the market. People that work in factories at Agbara, Ogun State can relate. Because consistently, once there is no Milo in the market, somebody might be tempted to try Ovaltine. Somebody might be tempted to try Bonvita. Somebody might be tempted to try cowbell chocolate. And once they try it, and one thing about competitors is that they look at, okay, they study your product, they study the properties of your product, and they give closely the same value at a lesser rate. So now the cost of Milo is different from the cost of cowbell chocolate. So when Milo is not available in the market, and I really need to take a beverage, I try out chocolate cowbell, and it tastes good. It's giving me almost the same satisfaction. Why am I spending 200 naira to buy Bonvita? It's not so bad. The cup is not cuckoo fine so much. So yeah, so that way they will just ride on with cowbell chocolate. So you need to always show up. And I think we need to tell everyone that you're not going to always feel like. Use your knowing to judge your feelings. Use your knowing to judge your feelings. You already know that this is what is going to advance my business. Either I feel like or not. My knowing is always judging whatever I feel. I need to consistently show up. Oh, today I want to feel like an introvert. Introvert what? When I've not met my target, I know I must do this. So I need to step out regardless to do what I need to do to make my business. So when you go silent, they will go silent on you. So you need to always show up. So in the last session, Mr. Ojo Damilola Victor, we got an unscripted meaning to business, being whatever you do that people are willing to pay for. I want you to tell people today that nothing is trivialized when it comes to making money, when it comes to business. Because we're speaking about visibility, repositioning. Okay, can we even quickly visit the rudiments of because if there is no business, we can't talk about repositioning, we can't talk about visibility. So I want you to elaborate on that. Whatever people are willing to pay for, whatever you do that people are willing to pay for is already a business. I want you to speak on that.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. So, it's technically telling me to talk about business. You understand? So, business is definitely anything you do. You sell, buy, sell, and you make money from it. And the best way to do business is to do what you can do. You understand? Like, you have to sell what you can do. Do you understand? Like you have to have that as a primary foundation. The first thing, sell what you can do. And before you get to what you can do, you must have known it now. You know how to fix a house, or you probably know how to mix cements. Automatically, you need to start doing bricklaying work and all of this stuff. And you call people, this is what I do, I'm a builder. Over time, you start making money from it. I can play the piano. Okay, that's what I can do. You want me to play piano for you? Okay, I'm going to come for your program. You're going to pay me this certain amount of money. I'm ready doing business. Do you understand? So let me now relate this to our topic, right? Visibility, right? Visibility. You cannot have business without visibility. So the first point of visibility is that there must be a person patronizing you. Do you understand? And your business is not business if you're not patronized. You understand? You must be getting patronage, like compulsorily. So even one of the fundamental principles in business is visibility. You understand? And patronage. Visibility and patronage. So if you're not getting patronage, you are not running business yet. So you must first of all look for the people for your business. You understand? So target audience. So aside from the things you can do, it is fine that the things you can do. In fact, anything you can do can definitely make you money. Like anything you can do. If you know how to sleep very well. In fact, we're in Nigeria where see this guy is trending. Ugo. Like, so so that is why. So that video, the music was 30 years ago. Do you understand? Like 30 years old, 30. How many years? 41 years ago. So somebody that is funny just picked it up. I started doing it and he's making money. I even heard they want to sue him and all of those. No, they don't. That's not how it works. So but we are not going there. So Brain Jetta can do something. He's a funny guy. And we're in a country where we like funny things. The problem is too much. So we need to get ourselves happy. So find what you can do. And aside from what you can do, it must be something that people love. You understand? If you love sleeping, and you want to make sleeping business, it can't work. You understand? So you need to do something that people like. Aside from it being what you love. Because I hear a lot of people say, do what you love, do what you love. It's not only doing what you like. Oh. You can be, can somebody give me the most popular hobbies out there? What? No, people love it now. So another, reading. If you open a library, you will not, you will not sell. Like somebody that open an Instagram page and will start posting eating goat meat. There is one guy on Instagram. All he does, he will be eating, and he gets views. Do you understand? So people don't love reading around here, so don't do the business of reading. It's facts. Before you can do it, your target audience will be so small. So aside from what you can do, it must be what people love. Do you understand? Aside from what you can do, it must be what people love. So if people like it, find a way to monetize it. Find a way to monetize. At the moment you start monetizing, you are making business. And that's just it. So, and what you are doing must be relevant. It must be something that is relevant. Let's forget the jokes and the comedy and all of those things. We are talking about people like Dangote out there, Otedola out there, Tony Elumelu, and many other entrepreneurs. You understand? These guys do things that are relevant, things that will change our world, things that will transform our world. And before they can even get to the level of thinking of it being something that can change our world, it is something they love doing. It's something they can do. If you don't have the ability I want to talk about marketing now. It's part of business. If you don't have the ability to convince, persuade people to sell, to buy your market, if naturally you are a very timid person, you don't even go into it. So your ability must be hidden somewhere in your business. You understand? So it is what add projection to your business. It is what add visibility to your business. You understand? So if it is easy for a woman rather to sell jewelry because it's peculiar to women. You hardly see men modeling for jewelry. You will hardly. So it's, women are the ones that wear the ring, the this and this. So imagine me coming out now, I'm wearing Tara, and all of those things, and you want me to sell. I have to probably be one out of million people that will try it, and the tendency of the market not thriving is very, very high. So doing what you love, it doesn't end there. It must be what people also like. Wow. Thank you.
If you're clapping, you can do better, please. So from what you said, I hope you got something. It's not just about the things you love to do. You need to do what people like. So there is a place of you having values. In as much as those values could be relevant to you, they might not be relevant to your immediate environment. So if you are, have you ever thought about it? There are some of your friends who graduated, they graduated from secondary school. They didn't go to the university, and you went to the university, and now those your friends are already counting millions. They're already counting what? Millions. That your friend today is at a site. They are building. He has gone for urgent 2K. Tomorrow, they drop sand at a particular place. He has gone to pack the sand. The next day, he goes to the market, help people. So what I'm saying basically is that the person went around meeting needs. Definitely, I'm so sure that that might not be the person's pleasure. But it depends on your focus, your vision, your goal to amass wealth. And one thing for you to do to amass wealth is to solve problems. There are so many problems. Currently, there are adverts going on online on washing shoes. Now there are shoe laundry places. Shoes, sneakers, whatever color of shoe you have, and you want to wash it. There are people online that are doing it. So, Mama, I want you to speak about this. It's a very dicey situation. For some person sees specialization as limitation. That is, I am a fashion designer and I am only doing bridal styling. Some people see specialization as limitation because they believe you're a fashion designer, you sew so well. Why have you limited yourself to only bridal styling when you can also do corporate wears, you can do Uwambe wears and all of that? So please, Ma, can you draw a balance between these two? Because some people believe that when I focus on one thing, it's faster for me to get visibility. It's very fast for me to get visibility if I focus on one thing. And some people be like, if I am around every frames of this industry, people will notice me fast. Please, I want you to do a juxtaposition to this.
Okay. Thank you so much for that question. So, when it comes to still talking about visibility, okay, I was talking to an entrepreneur also in this church before she makes different outfits. Then all of a sudden, I realized that she has started making just bridal wears. And I was like, okay, so why did you decide to, when she was making several outfits, she was making bridal wears too. And I said, so why did you decide to settle for just bridal wears? She said, see, I feel I can just channel all my energy. I'm good at this. So when other people that make general clothes have requests to make bridal wears, they'll just say, okay, this is who we know that makes bridal wears. And the next question I asked her was, but people don't get married every weekend. What if you don't get bridal wears? She's so convinced that she knows why she did that. And she told me, she said, we'll call it out. As in, she also convinced, she said, if bridal wears, we'll call it forth. And my husband was like, wow, that's how convinced she is. So she is, rather. So I feel like that kind of person, there's nothing you can say. You need to get to a point. There's something we call jack of all trades, master of none. You need to get to a point that you're settling for, this is what I want to do. I'm so convinced that you could start with so many things. You could start with doing this, doing that, doing this, okay. It's money I'm looking for. It's money, okay, let me do this. I need money, let me do this, I need money. But at the end of the day, that's why Pastor talks about purpose. At the end of the day, you already know all these other things I'm doing, I feel like I'm just wasting my time. People will sew clothes. She said people will sew clothes of probably 10,000, 15,000, and the insult you will get on it, or maybe, the way they will respond at the end of the day is not even worth the stress that she went through. She was like, okay, but she makes one bridal wear. She knows how much she'll make from it. Why can't she just settle? The guy that makes my dread initially is there with making wigs. I've made wig for him. I've done several hair for him. After a while, he said, I'm not more doing all those things. I'm just doing dread. In these environments, there's no place you go to if it just makes your dread, and people will not be like, so I know how many people have referred to him. That is what he does. He doesn't do, it's not like he doesn't know how to do other things. Oh. But I feel like if you, imagine you all your life doing one thing. If you have known that somebody said something, PBA said something that, if I know that I will be a speaker, now, I wouldn't have done all those physics 101, chemistry, organic chemistry, calculating the y, the x, and at the end of the day, I would have just studied something like maybe literature or English or something, or mass communication. Imagine where you would have been if all your 4 years or 7 years or in school is just channeled to one thing that you have found as purpose for you. So I feel like the earlier we find purpose, the better for us. We don't end up wasting time on several things, and at the end of the day, all energy is just being dispersed here and there, scattered, instead of channeling on pouring water on, fertilizing a particular. Praise God.
Hallelujah. Please let's put our hands together for her. So if you paid attention very well, she said most times, from all an analysis, most times those people that specialize, they are heavier on impact than means for survival. They are heavier on impact than means for survival, because a hungry person will not say, I want to focus on bridal wears. How do I mean? I mean, you eat every day, and maybe your brand doesn't gain visibility yet. Where you are at, people marry late within the geographical territory, and you only get bridal wears maybe 2 times in 5 months. Aren't you gonna eat? So when people now bring, I want to sew trouser to you, I want to sew blouse, I want to sew bonnet, I want to sew this, I want to sew that. One day, that hunger is going to shrink your brain and motivate you that why can I not go learn how to make these things and make more money? So most times, don't just go blindly into specialization. According to what she said, there is a passion, there is a purpose, there is a vision, there is an impact you want to make. And most times, these people that specialize in a place, they have their reason for specializing. They are so convinced about why they are there. Why do you think some organizations are not paying some persons up to 100,000 naira, and they've been in that organization for like 20 years? If you look at this person well, most times they are from wealthy homes. They are from places that they are comfortable. So it's because they found an impact. They found a path there that they want to make influence. They want to make impact. That's why they are focusing on that place. In as much as specialization is very necessary, there is also need for versatility. There is need for versatility. One of the advantages of specialization that she mentioned is that it gives you strength in people's weaknesses. It also gives you chances in people's unavailability. How do I mean? She mentioned how some other persons that styles might be hands full of works to do, and they bring a bridal dress to her. They already have somebody that is a guru, that they'll just refer you to that person. That person is the best. And specialization paves a way for you. It might take a time, but it could make you a monopoly in that industry. That you have, specialization gives mastery. It gives mastery. When you do one thing consistently, there's no how you want to tell me. I don't want to see the jazz. you are definitely going to do it better than people that do like 50 things altogether. So what you need to do, if you notice that your part is specialization, what should I do? You need to be patient. You need to be patient. You need to motivate yourself. So please, at this juncture, if you have questions to ask, you can start writing it out and give it to the ushers. They'll be passing the baskets around. We are going to be answering your questions on the panel. And if you also want to ask a question directly, you can signify to the ushers. Anytime from moment, we'll start taking your questions. So when you were speaking, you said, Mama, you said PBA said something that if I had known that I'm going to be a speaker, I wouldn't have gone all the way studying DYDX. I mean, I did DYDX almost every level in my university. I studied economics. And now I'm looking for where DYDX is in real life. Where is it in real life? I'm looking for it. So probably if I realized earlier, I might have studied mass communication. I might have been in probably theater arts or so. I wouldn't have stressed my brain going there to do the YDX, but in a way, it's still contributing to what I'm doing now. So, Mr. Ojo, this question is to you. You are a law graduate.
Yeah, yeah.
On your wedding, all your grooms went. They were barristers and solicitors of the Supreme Court of Nigeria,
Okay.
practicing lawyers.
Okay.
And currently, you are the music director of NAYC. You are a music guru currently. Right. You are into music business. Okay. There are so many persons seated here who has passions versus what I studied in the university. I believe you faced some challenges in transitioning.
Of course.
I mean, Nigerian parents. Toba je minimo bie. Toba je omo no mudagba. I spent so much money on you studying law. You now graduated. You want to go and do music. Kilo Jeyo. Do you understand? So please, I want you to serve as a source of strength and hope. And now you've gained visibility in this music industry. I mean, you're a very great person. I have so many friends that are instrumentalists. They talk so much about you. So how did you come about repositioning yourself? The challenges you went through, how you got to convince your parents, how you just got to stand your ground that, oh no, come on. It's a lot of years in the university, Nigerian university, there are going to be strikes. So how did you get to do it, to shift your mind away from law, put it in music, convince everybody the challenges you went through? Please just draw out lessons and enlighten us.
All right, so yeah, it's actually not hard. My parents didn't give me a problem, so I can't relate. But I will only tell you for people that are facing these issues. It's not far-fetched. You understand? It's something that happens. And see, there is a lot of problem in Nigerian system already. And funniest thing is I've been doing music before even the law. So the law doesn't change anything. I can choose tomorrow morning that I want to start practicing. Do you understand? So it doesn't really change anything. So anyway, number one thing is, any course you're studying and you think it's not going with your purpose, don't stop it to finish that course. Finish it. There is, in fact, and the funniest thing with the world that we have right now, it's easy. You can, anything you want to do, there are courses out there, crash courses, online courses, workshops, everywhere that you can easily pick. In fact, in 6 months, you can become, certified something. So what you're doing should not affect what you've done, like what you've learned. You understand? In fact, it doesn't. And if you want to switch because of passion and all of those things, man, you must be ready to face it. And it should not be a battle of wars. It should not be a battle of fight and all of those things. Make them understand that this is it. And if they are the kind of parent that are not understanding, you have to find a way. When you start having results, you understand, and you start sending them money, you forget. They will. I must say something that if she had not, she would be talking and all of it. She won't spend all of those times doing all of those things. And let me not lie to you, DYDS actually helps. Yeah, don't. It's useful. Anything you've learned is actually useful. No knowledge gain is lost. And that's a principle. If you are not applying it, doesn't mean you have not been applying it. It's somewhere hidden somewhere. You're either applying it to your business and you don't know that's what you have been doing. You understand? But and that's that. So if you have issues with, you're already trying a course and it is not what is your passion, don't quit. Your passion is in you. And your knowledge is also coming in you. So you have so much power already. You have power from your knowledge and you have power from your passion. So you can choose which one you want. It's in your hand. You understand? So in fact, it should not be a problem at all for anybody. So what you should start doing is start finding ways to get results. Anyone you do, shall make sure you have results. Anyone you do, shall make sure you have what? Results, because that's what speaks. If as a student I get home and after they pay so much money, probably 350,000 per session, and then they come with good results, as a parent I'll be disappointed. Do you understand? I'll be disappointed, and even by yourself you'll be disappointed in yourself. Do you understand? So anything you're doing, put all your mind to it. And the funny thing about passion is you don't know that. Okay, I have friends that actually applied for course and they didn't get the course. People that applied for medicine that were trained to microbiology, biochemistry, and chemistry, and all those other courses. They found themselves even doing better in that department than even the medicine that they wanted to die for and all of those things. So anywhere you find yourself, go and find the passion. Do you understand? Passion can be stirred. It can be generated, because the more time you spend on something, naturally you're supposed to start liking. You understand? Even your enemy, very soon, if you start talking to the person over time, he will become your friend. So passion and all of those things, they are not, don't let it be like a conflict. And if you are looking for money, anyway, as long as it is legal. So for me, it has not been so much of a problem. It's easy. You understand? I don't have to face any disowning, it's not, and I don't. So, and also it helps your visibility because it broadens your knowledge. See, a vast, one of the most, what is visible is a vast thing. There's this Owe in Yoruba that said, Ajanaku koja ni orin kofiri. Like, you see elephant, you say you see one small thing. Like, it's because it is big. Something big is visible. The same thing with knowledge. If you have so much of knowledge, you cannot deny visibility. If you know so much, people will hear you. People will reckon with the fact that you can say something about this, you can say something about this, you can say. And over time, your vastness will make money for you. Yeah. So I don't find it as a problem. All of my friends, they are all lawyers. Fine. We studied, and the one that did not even study in our school too. You understand? But it's not even. It didn't even pressure me. So I'm not living any other pressure and all of those things. And if you want to be visible, cancel pressure. I really wish pressure is a tip of visibility, because as much as because this visibility thing, you have to do it boldly, with joy. And if you are pressured, you want to hide. If you're pressured, you feel down, pressure is like somebody stamping on you, you are beneath. So kill pressure so you can come above, and it increases you. When you are above, people see you. And it's one of the things I actually want to talk about. I wish there was going to be a question like tips for visibility, leveraging on the knowledge you have about something, leverage on it, build partnership with people that actually know about those things, all of those things. And it will help. And that's what, for me now, there's a lot of people that does music business, this same music business. There's a lot of people that teach music. There's a lot of people that sell musical instruments. But I kind of have a leverage. You understand? I do it. You understand? I do it, something I've been doing. And there was a time when I was young. My father said something. He said that, I don't know why the whole thing just changed. I don't know why he even said it. He said, very soon, this your music thing, you would probably have to go and pay for the course and all of those things and do it. I'm like, well, later in future, I didn't say anything like that too. You understand? But I can personally, in fact, I have courses that I've written for myself in music that I want to post on Udemy. Over time, you have to start buying, and I'm making money from it. You understand? So, no pressure. Keep doing your thing. Thank you.
All right. You said something just now. You said you have courses you've written. What? You said you have courses that you've written that you want to sell on
Udemy.
Yes. All right. All of those courses written, was it a product of the knowledge you got to create from doing, or you sometime took some classes?
Okay. Over time. one of the best way to one of the best way to form knowledge is to translate practicals. Do you understand? Like one of the best way to form
Sorry. One of the best ways.
to form knowledge.
I want you to think.
Okay.
One of the best ways to form knowledge is to transform
Practicals, yeah.
transform
Practicals, you understand?
Practicals. Please
Yeah.
explain that. It's
All right.
very
So one of the
necessary.
best way. I say one of the best way to form knowledge. I mean, initiate knowledge. Jeremiah used the word yesterday. Something formula. What was that word about formula? Sir? Well, no, that's not it. Anyway, there's this thing about how do you form formulas? You know, it is in the process of trying out something that you get something. So sometimes whenever I am playing the piano, you know, something you learned. I didn't pick any course for my piano and guitar and all of the things I play. I just, you know, we just self-taught. Yeah, thank you, self-taught. So because I'm self-taught, I just have to write, okay, for me to be able to play the C major chord, I will play this note, write it out.
All right.
So I am translating the practicals to theories.
The
Do you understand? So the theory becomes knowledge that is distributed. Do you understand? So and I think that can apply for anything. The great inventors out there, most of them they even go to school.
Yeah.
They just find a way to translate the things they can do to theories that become, you know, knowledge that we have now.
Please let's put our hands together for him, because I have always thought that we study biology, we study this, we study that. Okay, let's say the father of Adam Smith, for example, is probably Henry Fayol, and I start tracing it back. Okay, that first person to create a course, an institution, who taught that person?
That's what I said.
Self-taught. So as you are doing something, you can create knowledge. You
create
translate practicals.
to knowledge.
So there are a lot of things you can do today. Do you know that one of the fastest ways to make money currently is making courses? Making courses. How to do this, how to do that. You'll be surprised if you go on YouTube and you type how to open door.
Yes, sir.
Can you try it? If you're going to find it. How to lace my shoe. How to brush my teeth. Do you think those people that are putting those contents online, do you think they are joking? Do you think they are playing? Do you think they are not making their money? So in as much as you are thinking one thing is trivial, some persons are bold enough to be making money from it. He said that if you want to be visible, you need to be bold. You need to be courageous. Very courageous. Thank you so much. Once again, please let's put our hands together for Mr. Ojo. Our dear mama, I want to speak about visibility in the workplace. How can we balance visibility not translating into oversabi? How can we balance tractions to gain visibility, not being you wanting to shift from team spirit to I want to shine my shine? Because, as I mentioned earlier, you've gained awards in what you do. And some persons will be grumbling underground. How did you get to manage the process? How did you emerge to become a visible person in your career without doing it like you want to outshine others? It's a very thin line.
Okay. Thank you for that question. The question is it's something that is relatable, but it's something that is not, I can't say it's so difficult. Because when it comes to being at the place of work, it's something that is, I used to tell people, I said, see, you are here to work. You are not here to make friends. When you're at work, it's strictly work. So you need to be careful how you relate with people. People are not coming there because they're not coming there with friends. Don't think because you have a gist mate, the person has become your friend. So you can just start sharing your life issues, and this is work. It will shock you because I like to share so many stories. A colleague of mine, because she feels that she has become so close to someone, we are from the same tribe, and we're working together, and then something happened. She now asks for something from someone. Okay, can you help me with this thing? Give me this stock. You know, sometimes we swap stock. Give me this product. When I supply it, I would book for you because I don't want to pay you. If I pay you, it will affect my own sales. I'll do my own sales to then return your stock. We do all that sometimes. So because she feels that she has made friend, this is work. And she asked her, and the lady declined. Ah, sorry, I can't give you. I have to do this. Ah, she was now reporting to our manager. Then she told me to. And this isn't paying that. Do you know what I told her? I said, see, you're expecting so much from someone. You feel that you have a sense of, how do I put this word? Yes, entitlement. She's my friend. We are from the same village. You know those things. But me, when I don't know how it happens. But all I know is that when I'm somewhere, everyone wants to come and tell their problem to me. Okay, they moved me last month for over 5 years. Close to 6 years. I was in the division, and they moved me all of a sudden. I almost cried. They moved me from a multinational division, and they moved me to a Nigerian division, still in the same company. But the truth is, there's this, I always feel that, I always know that all things work together for good to them that love God and are called according to his purpose. So it didn't shock me. I don't know. I was like, when they moved it, only me. I was like, why? What happened? They say they moved the best hand, they moved the best team. At some point, I thought they were trying to whine me. But then, till today, my boss was telling, any day he sees me, he will say, I'm sure you are thanking me every day. The people that left in that division, it was as if they just picked me. The problem is coming, and then just leave this place before this problem comes. They are lamenting every day. Every day, these new boss, this and that. But I was like, well, thank God. But what I learned in this new division, I didn't know these people before. But if this one wants to, like, we're like 3 in Lagos. If this one wants to share, if she has a challenge, do you know that this is, I'm like, what's up? Why is it for sure? I was okay, why not ask the other? He said, I won't be able to. The other one to want to share our own challenge shield. So I feel like when you're in a place of work, just be open-minded, be ready to accept change. My boss used to say something that change is the only constant thing. If I didn't accept, somebody said if they were to change, I should have resigned. And I was like, life is all about, they didn't promise you that it's all going to be smooth. So you should expect that one day there will be business, one day there won't be sales, one day. So it's all ups and downs. So you should be ready, open-minded to accept. So another thing I would say is be positive-minded. Be someone that is a team player. Be relatable. Always smile. Don't let what you are going through be.
All over.
Don't let it
Don't look like what you are going
Don't look
through.
like what you are going. See, people will only come to someone that they know that is cheerful. Imagine you're frowning and you're in a place of work. You're always this morning you're frowning. What's up with you? I'm not in a good mood. Tomorrow you come again and I'm having a headache. Next tomorrow you come. People will just avoid you. Before you know it, they'll say, she's always having attitude. And they will avoid you. Nobody will come and. So they don't see you like a problem solver. They don't see you like someone that can handle challenges. Yeah. So just be open-minded, smile, be proactive. Think outside the box. Think before they say Jack Robinson, your boss says, hey, you're already doing BCD. So that's how it is. You're not doing oversight, but just be yourself.
Yeah.
They know you are not, this is you. So that's who you are, and it will help you. Thank you so much.
All right. The highlight of what you said is, do your best. Don't try to do better than others. Do you understand? Like, so what she spoke about is that you know everything on your inside, you know your goal, you know where you are going to. So just be focused on yourself, doing the best that you can do. The moment you start having those thoughts that you want to do better than others, that's when sentiment sets in and there start being issues. So before we proceed, I would like to know if there is anyone in the congregation who has a question to ask. Anyone, if you are in the audience and you have a question, could you please raise your hand? Ushers, do we have questions in the basket? Okay, no questions in the basket. Anyone has questions to ask? All right. Okay, so in the absence of none, we proceed. You have a question to ask? All right. So at this point, I want us to take tips for visibility. tips for visibility, I want to believe that all the products we are using today, they are not the best. They are not the best, but they are the one we know most. Everything we are using today, they are not the best. They are the ones we know most. If you have the opportunities of meeting 20 other ladies and the time permits you, you probably might not get married to who you got married to because you have opportunity and time to meet like 20 other ladies. I mean, just on a natural ground. So what I'm trying to say now is that there are so many persons who carry things that can outshine or can also get a space at the top today, but they don't know how to go about visibility. And now, I want us to start with addressing the courage to spend. Because if you don't spend on your business, there are moments where you might need to drink Gary and starve because you want your business to advance. Tyra, I like the fancy small bag you used to package perfume, oil, and all of those stuffs. It's even branded with gold glitters. Tyra and your logo written on it. Please, I want you to address that part. And you also have a paper bag, you have nylon, you have all of this. And this is just you seated here. This is you seated here. So please, I want you to shed a light to that in like 60 seconds. Can you please speak about you having the courage to spend? Some people want their business to go viral, but they are greedy to their business. So please, shed light to that.
Okay, thank you. So, permit me to go back to the tips for visibility that you talked about the other time. So, there are 4 tips to visibility. Find a niche, solve a problem, be authentic, and offer value. Find a niche, solve a problem, be authentic, offer value. So I'm going to talk about the last one, offer value. I run a jewelry business, and I know that it's a saturated market. So once I've found a niche, my niche is offering people in my age group and above, not people below. So I already have a target audience, and I know that it's going to take a lot of work to retain those people. So what did I do? I found a way to make them loyal to my brand. I found a way to stand out. Like when you hear Tyra, you hear sweet packaging. When you hear Tyra, you hear she was going to give you hacks and tips and maintenance tips on how to maintain what you got from her. When you hear Tyra, you know, oh no, I know that 4,000 naira jewelry I bought is not just coming ordinary. It's not just coming like that. When you hear Tyra, you know you're hearing royalty. I make you feel like, come on, you're my bestest, you're my Odogu customer, So if you're not ready to spend on those things, spend on ads to put yourself out there, like Mama said, be in the face of people. These days, ads is the amount they spend on ads per day, maybe 7,000 naira. You need it to run for 5 days, which is like 23,000 naira plus. If you know you do not have the money to run ads every day like those celebrities on Instagram, what you want to do is create content, be in the face of everybody part time. Don't sleep. The fact that I saw your business right now does not mean that I will remember tomorrow that you're selling something. In fact, if somebody asks me tomorrow, sorry, do you know anybody that sells perfume oil? I will say, I don't know. Maybe it's now later, maybe like 30 seconds or much later, if the person is still there, that's when you remember that, oh, I think I know someone. So for you to stay relevant, for you to be visible, you have to be in the face of people. All right, that's. Then secondly, I said, I don't want to package my business like my jewelry just like that. I want everybody to feel special. And if you've patronized the Tyra brand, you would bear witness to what I'm saying. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I need to work on my packaging. Right. And packaging these days is not child's play. So you want to retain your customer, you have to work on. That was my own way of giving value. I know if my customers buy this jewelry from me, they will need a container, they will need somewhere to store their jewelry. I wouldn't want you to buy a jewelry from me as much as I want you always coming back. But I wouldn't want you buying something from me right now and you coming back tomorrow or next week and wanting to buy another one because the one you bought last week got spoiled because you exposed it to air, or you kept it on the wood, or you kept it where you're not supposed to keep it, and then it got damaged. If you're coming back next week, it should be that, oh, because you got value for your money last week, so you want more. So what I said I was going to, what I started to do was, I started to buy packaging items. Once your jewelry comes in a box, it comes in a pouch, and then comes in a plastic bag too. Okay, so it comes in a box, it comes in a pouch, then it comes in a plastic bag. So should you be too tired to return your necklace into the box, you will definitely drop it in the pouch. You know those pouch, those drawstring pouch. So you drop it inside. And if you're too tired, one of the two will work.
Yeah.
And then you can eventually use the plastic bag much later. Then if what you bought were a paper bag, you know you just always want to carry a paper bag. Now, if you see the paper bag, come on now, you always want to carry it everywhere you go. So as a business owner, don't just focus on finding customers. Find your niche, be authentic, solve problems. Ultimately, give value. Value is what will retain your customers.
Yes.
Thank you.
So there's something we call after sales service.
Yeah.
After sales service. That's that from everything you spoke about. That's the one thing that distinguishes your business a lot. Because some people will just sell earrings, they sell this and that is all. But when they know that there is a shoulder to lean on, when my jewelry gets spoiled, oh, how can I do this? How can I do that? So this is something that even if your jewelry are more expensive than every other brands, they will still come back to you.
Of course.
They will come back to you because they get extra values. So when we are in the bid to gain visibility, we also need to know that it's beyond we just selling.
Yes.
Customer engagements,
Yes.
customer fulfillment, ensure customer satisfaction. Call your customers once in a while, make their heads swell. Your Excellency, how are you doing today? This, that. So that product you bought from me the other time, how was it like? How was it going? Hope it's not. They even find you more authentic. Oh, this person did not sell fake to us. This person is even concerned. This person is this person is that. So it goes beyond just selling. We also need to have customer engagement strategies. Customer engagement strategies. You know, I was so motivated when we were speaking about the pouch, the case, the this, the that kilo, you want to collect all the customers in the markets. All right, so in 60 seconds or so, although you did more than 60 seconds because your brand is a lot and you had a lot to speak about, I'll just to come to Mama to also speak about keys to visibility. Keys to visibility from other angles. Keys to visibility.
So I'll continue from where Tyra stopped. She spoke about loyalty. Before a customer will give you their money, you must have gained their trust. Someone like me, I'm a salesperson. I don't just want to sell to you and just forget about you because I know I'll always come back. There are times I check your shelf and I'm like, this product, ibuprofen, are you sure? Have you checked the dates? I'm the one reminding the customer that this product is going in August so that you can quickly sell it, because if you don't sell it, you lose. And obviously, I might not change it. Or if I'm so nice, I can change it. But because you have forgotten that the product is going in August, I'll come and remind you. So this product, you need to put it out of shelf and bring it closer. Because they have products that they put closer, a month's product, 2 months, because it's going. So I do all that. So when you do all that, they become loyal to you. If they don't see you, they'll call you. A customer is going to Ibadan for ECPN meeting, and I told this customer, they are going to get it 5% lesser. Do you know what I told the customer? I said, Ma, I know you are going to ECPN this week, but Ma, don't buy my product. You can buy other people's product. Don't buy our formula. She replied with a big smile. She knows I have customers like that. Even if they will get it cheaper, honestly, they will buy for me. Yeah. Because we've built that. I'll tell her, no, this product, don't. I give them advice on how to do it. So customers will definitely be loyal to you if you have given them value. You've given them reason to be loyal. Thank you so much.
All right, so this still lays emphasis on beyond just selling. You can penetrate in the line of your business, penetrate the personal life of your customers. That's the point. Oh, you wanted to I wanted to come buy a jewelry from you, and while I was coming to buy the jewelry, I told you that I'm going to Ibadan for an event. I could call you in the next 2 days and like, oh, how was it? hope people liked it, and that way you penetrated the heart of your customers. All right, so quickly, Mr. Ojo, in 2 sentences, 3 sentences. Yeah, I know you have a lot to say, but for the sake of time, help us out in
All right.
2, 3 sentences, keys to visibility, or even if it's just a key you want to lay emphasis
It's
on.
just a key. One sentence gone. Okay, so thank you, John. So I would like to talk about quality partnership. Quality partnership. So I wish we have time. I wanted to use my wife as an example. She had a kind of visibility somewhere last week. So she had to speak at one of Alatwema's, launching for one of their stuff like that. So after the whole thing, she did a vlog, and she sent a collaboration to Alatwema. They didn't accept. Maybe they will still accept. And so when I went to their page, these people, they don't. You just came up with an idea that is very, very good. You need people to see it, you need people to sell, and you are rejecting or you're not accepting collaboration from a person that has visibility. So our average views is 3,000. She gets views as much as 2 point something million, thousands, 20,000, 200,000, 300,000.
Yeah.
So that, and their homepage, they have like 2 likes, 10 views. What will you do? Accept the collaboration for the idea you have to be visible.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about, quality partnership. So while you're partnering, if you have any idea or a business that you do, make sure that the people around you to help you push it must have visibility. Do you understand? They must have visibility on their own. So their own visibility will carry you. So it's just going to be like you are glowing. When you glow, you think you are visible. No, you are not visible enough. But what your business needs is shining.
Yeah.
You understand? What your business is, what is shining, not glowing. If you pick an handband that has this luminescence, it's just glowing. So, but if you are a person that is glowing like that handband, if you carry people with visibility, what it will make you do is not just glow; it will make you shine. So, and that's what it does. Partnership makes your business
Makes
shine.
your business visible. So thank you so
Visible, yeah.
much. So whatever you are doing, there are other people who are already thriving in what you are doing. So instead of you beefing, why don't you just collaborate? I mean, you collaborating, it's not like they'll come and shine your shine. You are getting a platform on their space, and in a way people are seeing you. So before you think of collaboration, build content also. Be sure that you have values, you have things to show for it, so that when you get on their platform and their people see you, let them see something different from them in you that can make them come to you. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, you will agree. Sorry, don't stand up yet. You agree with me that today we've had so much insight and a very wonderful time. So as we are getting up, I just want you to give 2 words. Just word, come, go, to business owners in the house that can just, or let's do a sentence, to business owners in the house that can motivate them to do well in their business and to expand. All right, a sentence. Please help her with a mic. A sentence.
Don't stop what you're doing. People are looking at you. People are
Don't-
watching. People are following
watching.
you.
Yeah.
Don't stop. Don't stop.
Don't
Yeah.
stop. All right, thank you so much. Put your hands together for the CEO of Tyra Brand. Yes, thank you so much, Mrs. Ojo Ifeoluwa. Thank you. All right, Mr. Ojo,
All right,
a
so-
sentence.
So don't be ashamed of your hustle.
Hey.
No, they shy for your hustle.
Thank you so much. That's very key. A lot of people are ashamed of what they are doing. In as much as you are not stealing and it is against God, please don't be ashamed. All right, the best reserved for the last. Please, dishes. Work on us. We are your red carpet.
So you need to be intentional about your career.
Be intentional about your career. Thank you so much. Please don't miss Saturday Thrive Business Summit. It's going to be 10 times greater than this.
Are we celebrating these people? If you know that you have gotten value this evening from what they have shared, can you give them a round of applause? Thank you very much. All right, we're about to leave now. So Thrive Business Summit is Saturday. Thrive Business Summit is this Saturday. And please, can we pay attention? Thrive is not starting by 11. It's starting by 10 a.m. 10 a.m. I guarantee you that most of our speakers will be here as early as 10 a.m. That's how conscious they are about time. So please, it does not make any sense for people to travel all the way and then they come here and we are not available, we that they have come to give value. So please tell somebody that needs to know, and as much as possible to be available. Also, if you paid for the trade fair session, please just wait after the service, so, after, to see myself and Ceci. Yes, if you paid for the trade fair session on Saturday. So please, the design will be displayed. Please, can you help us with the Thrive design? Please share it, register, and trust me, Saturday is going to be explosive in this house. Please, can we give our offering as we pray? And another thing that we should understand is that Thrive is Noah's Ark program. It's not outside of Noah's Ark. So don't think of it as if it is not something that relates to joy. It is a program that belongs to the church and a part of the program. So let us be beneficiaries of this program. Can we rise to our feet as we go? Thank you very much for making this day a success. Yes, this is the design. So please share it. Share it. Many of us have been seeing the design. We have been ignoring it. Please share it. Share the countdown. Share the link. Okay. If you are workers, please just kindly wait behind before we go. Can we hold our hands? Can you hold somebody's hands? And just go ahead and decree God's word over that person's life concerning their finances. Decree the word of the Lord. Say, my brother, your business will succeed. You would travel far and wide. Your voice will be heard in nations of the world. That gift that God has given you will expand. Go ahead and speak the word of God. The Bible says that we should decree a thing and it shall be established. Just go ahead and decree. You are not praying, just decree. Decree. The Bible says where the word of a king is, there is power. And he said he has made us king and priests unto our God. So there is power in your word. Go ahead and decree and say, this person's business, although it is small, it will rise. It will rise. It will rise. You would attract global investors. You will not remain small forever. Yes, go ahead and speak. I know even you don't believe in what you are saying, but just say it. Say it with conviction in your heart. Say it, I would not be small. Go ahead and speak over your life. Say, the anointing of expansion is over me. Yes, from this place, the nations of the world will hear my voice. My talent will go far and wide. Go ahead and speak. Yes, believe in the words that you are saying. If you are not saying anything, God will not do anything. He said, as you have spoken in my ears, so will I do. For in Jesus' mighty name we have decreed. We declare this service closed in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Hallelujah. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Hallelujah. Workers, can you please, workers and ministers, please let's come together now.